Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is a special presentation. Since we're coming to the end of 2024, I wanted to take some time to wrap up how this year has gone and share some of my upcoming plans for the channel. So, this might surprise you to know, but I don't really consider myself a real content creator. Honestly, I'm not sure what I would need to do psychologically in order to consider myself to have reached that bar, but it doesn't really track with how many subscribers or views I get, as long as the only thing that I do is making videos. I realize I could probably grow the channel a lot more if I wanted to commit to some of the more influencer-esque aspects, such as promoting myself on other social media, using better, or to put it maybe a bit more cynically, more clickbaity thumbnails and titles, and finding ways to improve real-world engagement with my audience. Now, although this could probably get me some more opportunities, self-promoting isn't something that I really like doing, and thumbnail engineering makes me feel like I need to take a shower. But the last one really is something that I want to try to do more of. One of the initiatives I did this year that I really like how it turned out was the Judging for the Win branded tokens. If you've seen me at an event in the latter half of the year, you probably got one of them. And if you're a patron, you got a set of all of them, including the limited edition sketch version of my Triggered Abilities Fairy Whiteboard token, mailed right to your door. Having something fun like this to give out to fans at events really exemplifies the spirit I'd like my fan interactions to have, so there will definitely be more tokens in the future. I also really liked how I got to do something tangible for my supporters on Patreon beyond just getting to vote for the monthly patron picks. In the future, I'd like to have them even more involved, maybe with a you make the token style vote. The other major initiative that I accomplished in the last year was starting a Judging for the Win Discord. Although the real credit for that one should go to viewer Chugachu, who did like 90+% of the work setting it up. I said in my State of the Channel 2 years ago that I wanted to set up a community Discord in 2023, and I'm glad to finally have one. So far, it's been a great place to make announcements, conduct informal straw polls, and playtest future DDR episodes, while also being a resource for people who have rules questions that they'd like answered more or less in real time. I'm still exploring ways to get the most use out of it, so if anyone has any ideas, definitely let me know. In the meantime, there is a link in the description if you'd like to join, and if anyone has Nitro, please consider throwing some boost my way so I can get a human-readable invite link. With that, let's talk about some of the plans that I have for Judging for the Win in the future. The first is my website. You might have noticed that my email, dave@JudgingFtW.com, implies I have a website at, well, JudgingFtW.com. And while that's nominally true, calling it a website is a bit generous. While I bought the domain name mainly so that I could have access to that email, which I've been using for the last couple of years now, it occurs to me that I could be making much better use of it. I'm working with someone on that front now, but the end game involves having some place to store links to all my social media, as well as downloads for info sheets that I make, for example, this recent rules summary of how Emperor works that I used at MagicCon Vegas, and a storefront for upcoming Judging for the Win merch. I hope next year to be able to offer the Judging for the Win tokens for sale on my website, as well as, did anyone see that playmat they were on? Finally, the last idea I'd like to implement in 2025 is subtitles. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you might remember that ever since I started using a teleprompter, my delivery has gotten 10 times more consistent. But an added benefit of that is that I now upload subtitles for each daily ruling, which hopefully make it easier for people in noisy environments or people with hearing difficulties or who speak English as a second language to follow along. It was always my intention to eventually expand to subtitles in other languages, but now I finally feel like I have the infrastructure in place to support a translation team. Unfortunately, I'm not really in a spot where my videos earn enough that they could generate a reasonable fee for the people doing this, but if anyone is interested, I can offer advanced access to my scripts and a warm fuzzy feeling from helping other people enjoy Judging for the Win in their own language. If this seems like something you'd be interested in, send me an email. My address is in the description. And that's all I have for you this year. How did I do? If anyone has any other awesome ideas for things that I should try in 2025, I'd love to hear them. I feel like I have my workflow streamlined enough to the point where I can start focusing on improving my brand in other ways, besides just videos. I'm on track to publish DDR number 1000 in the next year, and honestly, I feel like that significant milestone is just the beginning. Thank you to all of my viewers for giving me the motivation to keep doing what I do, and I hope you have a great year.